Right. Finding angles using the cosine rule. How do I know when I'm going to use the cosine rule? If I want to find an angle of a triangle and all three sides are given of that triangle. Alright. So, what the formula is, and I do think it's important to see how the formula is derived, is it's derived from the cosine side formula. When I'm given A, B, and C, I'm given all three sides, and I'm finding that angle. Okay? So, I'll write the formula out here, and then we'll go over each part. Now, similar to the cosine rule side angle, it's not really complete. So like the cosine rule side one, we had to square root it at the end to find that side. And the cosine rule, we're going to have to inverse cosine it to get the angle. And it's b squared plus c squared minus a squared all over 2 times b times c. And you're saying, what's b, what's c, what is all of this? Okay, here's the main thing here. Okay, whatever angle you're figuring out, that one right there is the side opposite the angle you're finding. So that there is the side opposite of angle you are finding. Okay. Another pointer is this part here. There might not be brackets in the formula, but we want to use brackets, or parentheses in American. Use brackets on your calculator here. Calculator, make sure I spell that right. Okay? Because when we've got a fraction here, and I want to multiply all of that, if you don't put that part in brackets, you'll just divide it by 2 and not multiply it by the other sides. Okay? So let's see how it's set up first. So if I have this triangle here, and I want to say, alright, I know there's no side lengths yet, but if I want to find angle D, and I want to set it up using my formula, let's just do, okay, side D is opposite angle D, side F is opposite angle F, and side E is opposite angle E. When you usually use lowercase for the sides and capitals for the angles or the vertices of the triangles. So to set our equation up, I want to find angle D, so this is going to be the cosine of angle D. Now the thing you have to remember is this guy is the side opposite of the angle you're figuring out. So, it's going to be e squared plus f squared minus that d squared. Alright? Divided by 2 times, these guys will always be the sides adjacent to the angle I'm figuring out. 2, and I'm just going to put a times sign in here, times e times f. Okay, so what's important when you're setting this up is this is the side opposite the angle you're trying to figure out. Okay, let's try a couple of examples. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. First of all, that's going to be my side opposite right there. Okay, given all three sides, want to find this angle here, so I'm going to say cosine of angle R is going to equal 5 squared plus 11 squared minus that 8 squared all over 2 times 5 times 11. That's my side opposite. That goes there. So when I work this out on the calculator, okay, I'm just going to work all that out. I have to remember to put that into brackets, the bottom bit. We do get on the calculator 0.7454545 ... Now, on mine, I had to put that numerator part in brackets in order for that to work, and the bottom bit entirely in brackets. So the last step of the cosine rule is going to be to inverse cosine my decimal value that I got up here. And that will give me the angle. And on your calculator, you can just do inverse cosine, the answer. Inverse cosine answer. And it'll give us 42 degrees to no decimal places. Okay, 42 degrees to two significant figures. We don't really need decimal points when we're doing this. So a hint is to put that top bit in brackets as well when inputting it on the calculator. Okay? Okay, so let's try the cosine rule, finding the angle here. First thing you have to know, here's the side opposite. Okay, so go ahead and we'll set that one up. That's cosine of angle x equals 17 squared plus 30 squared minus that 20 squared. And I'm just going to put that in brackets right now. Divided by 2 times 17 times 30. Put both of that in brackets so I don't have any mistakes on the calculator. Work all this out. That's my decimal approximation of all of that. And my last step to find the angle is inverse cosine this answer that I just got of 0.773529, etc. And I'll get my answer. 39 degrees. No decimal places needed. Okay, guys, what do you think? Can we do it? I think we can. Okay. So that's cosine rule in 7 minutes.